Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry that I completely just had one of those moments where my brain just didn't exist. Today we are in the Medieval Charter Challenge. We have finished up the Tropical Zone. I actually did this on Twitch, which was super fun. And I will be posting like the recordings of those videos on a separate kind of YouTube channel, which is linked in my Tumblr, but I just want to let you know. Anyways, yeah, this was super fun for a variety of reasons, mostly because like it's such a colorful, bright area. It's also very large, and just having the interaction was helpful as well for like decision making. As you can see, I've placed the appropriate sims that we will be starting off in with this biome, and let's kind of take a look. We're still loading pretty quickly in terms of CC that I have added. I know it looks like I've added a ton because of course this area is very colorful and bountiful, and it's a lot of different plants that were not in any of the other areas, so it's hard to reuse. But it's running pretty good. So this is the Jarl's family, or the Jarl and his wife. We have Ivana and we have, I believe, Soban. Their last name is Che. I'm actually a little disappointed that I didn't realize in my notes they could be blondes or redheads. So everybody's a blonde. I may go back and tweak some people, so keep that in mind. I still have more biomes to go, so you can kind of think about it. I did just kind of toss a bunch of stuff that's potentially going to go in their house. It's not really decorated yet, but yeah. And then these are spawners that I haven't decided where to put them yet because I don't want to hide them because I'm afraid that then I won't be able to find them if they need to remove them. But yeah, this is the final results. So the Jarl gets 4 tiers. You'll see the other classes have a little bit less. A lot of plants, but not too many unique plants. And then of course the dragons, which I gave them green dragons. It worked. We also do have the ancestor kind of worship area over here. I didn't really recolor these too much for them. I feel like they would take care of theirs just because they would pay people to do it. Like, they have the money. They of course have like a moat all around the property that goes into an actual swimming pool, complete with ladder because we don't want any incidents, but they're the only ones with a full-on swimming pool. I also gave them the cool fountain that's, you can make offerings, add soap, or just sit on it, so there's interactions with it. That comes with Bon Voyage, so yeah. And then they have the limbo thing, they can light a fire, I believe this makes some kind of soup. And they can also light coals and walk across them. Those are all from Castaway Stories, and I think they fit really well here. One thing I don't like is I didn't finish, like I cut off the columns for spacing reasons. One thing I'm kind of like on, but I'm okay. We have a little hyena hut. They're gonna have hyenas. All of the couples will have them in this area. They also have some growable banana trees. I don't think they have any of the growable coconut trees. But that was kind of on purpose because they aren't meant to be doing anything. They definitely, out of all of the Jarls, they do nothing. They also have these really cool tall trees, and then behind them, I put like a temple bit that's neighborhood deco. It's pretty neat. But yeah, like they are not gonna be doing anything. Everyone else is going to be catering to them. I haven't decided kind of how the interiors of these lots are going to work. Sorry if you can hear the dog. You shouldn't be able to with a good mic, but she's also being loud. So we'll see. But yeah, I haven't decided on the interiors. We'll see. We'll see. Let's pull this up real quick. So one thing with their appearance is I did note that they had long, narrow faces and birthmarks, so I tried to pick out sims that I'd created that had kind of longer, narrower faces. I don't quite remember everybody. I know this is Lan and Nynaeve from Wheel of Time. My creations of them based on how I thought that they look like. Not necessarily recreations of the show people. And then the color here is black, so some of the Castaway clothes they already came in black, so I could put them in that. not all of them. So some are recolored. I believe these two, this is how they came, so I didn't have to touch them. I know he's more white than, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And yeah, we use the My Pooklet, My Poor Lover skin tones. They're gonna have blue eyes. And then, like I said, blonde hair, and I didn't realize reds were also included in that because my notes were weird. And they have wavy hair. They're also gonna be very tall. These are gonna be tall folks. 5'10" to 6'4". And these are two of the, I think everybody gets 3. Yeah, 2 of the 3 hair choices that they had available to them. This is one of my favorite hairs, so really happy about it. So yeah, let's take a look. Oh, and I did, like, obviously they're not in the traditional Jarl-y outfits. I couldn't do it to them. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So their formal clothing is the traditional Jarl gear. But it's gonna be hot. And I'm not, I wasn't gonna do it. I just couldn't do it to them. I don't think did I move anything? No, I think I just changed their clothes and it's mad at me. Also, I have no idea what to name this neighborhood because it's grasslands, tropical rainforest, and 1 unannounced biome, which I might have announced. Not announced to the best of my recollection. So yeah, our next lot would be the Keo family. These are our merchants. And I know, oh god, it's Henry VIII's son. I always mix up which Edward he is. I believe he's Edward the 5th, but he might be Edward the 6th. I don't know. There's a lot of Edwards. I stopped, my special interest ends with Henry VIII. Like, his daughters are cool. His son's alright, but he also wasn't around a long time, so yeah. Anyway, so this is Amir. I did recolor this outfit. I mean, outfit's a generous term, and I think so is recoloring, but I did. I colored the tattoos, and then this part, I left everything else colorful because it wouldn't make sense to make it black, so yeah. I left all that colorful. And then his wife is Shawnery, which this actually was a Castaway's outfit as well. I did not have to recolor it. I don't remember who she is, but it's one of the Sims I've made. And then this is their lot, which their lot gets real wonky in neighborhood view because I did these curves and these columns do not like it. So it's a bit problematic, but it's fine. They are going to be raising and breeding Brahmin, which are from Fallout, and I think they're super cool in this context. They have their little party area. This is something that all of the lots have because it's very important to them to party and celebrate. I might even make it a requirement that they throw a weekly party or something like that. Like, it's important to them. Now, because they are merchants, they don't get to have the big dragons. Those are the Jarls for now. But it'll be nobility and above. Instead, they get the Draco minor dragons, which these are not just tinier versions, the big ones. This is actually a separate species. They get to have these guys, and they all come in jewel tones, whereas the big dragons are more natural tones, because obviously to get that big, you don't want anything to eat you. So yeah, this is their kind of lot. They get 3 layers to denote their rank. Pretty basic. Now, I guess we got a popularity sim, and we got another popularity sim. I think I rolled a lot of those, actually. I don't know, they're very elfy. All of them are very elfy in this area to me. I don't know if it's because they're tall and blonde and I'm just getting like the Legolas vibes with the face. But I am. Yeah, see, look. Look at that. I'm ignoring it. That's all you can do. So then we have the 2 peasant families. So the Suan family's first. Yeah, this loading I'm not mad about it. We only have 2 more biomes to add, so I really think it's going to continue to be pretty quick. So yeah, we have Bahia, who is my Anne Shirley sim, and her husband, Hassan, who I believe is Thomas Parr. I did recolor both of their outfits. Again, I just solid black slapped it on there. I didn't do anything. It's generous to call it recoloring, to be honest. And yeah, because they're peasants, they only get the 2 layers. They do have a dragon's nest, but the peasants typically are only allowed the really teeny tiny dragon, which is a further tiny species of dragon. They're the chihuahuas of dragons. These guys don't have one, but they do have the nest. Like, they're trying to attract some to their lot, but they don't have them currently. Again, little party zone. And then these guys are kind of gardeners, so they are going to grow tea. Tea is going to be a big thing here. And per Twitch, we all kind of decided they would grow pineapples. So I'm excited about that. They will have hyenas. Everybody's going to have them because I decided that they would. And then they have like a tiny little ancestor worship thing, not a very large one. But yeah, that's them. Part of me is still a little bit sad that Saris did not win the poll because they're so pretty. But I'm fine with the castaway clothing. There's a simplicity there that I do enjoy. And it fits in with everything else that's here. So this is the last peasant family. This is the Charmchi family. I know that is... I say I know, and then I think that's Edward Seymour. This guy here. I think he even has the hair that the Sim originally had. I did recolor both these as well. I can't remember who this is. But in the game, her name is Amal, and his is Naveed. So yeah. They're a little creepy. Sometimes. I haven't adjusted anybody's height yet, but they will be tall. And these guys have a very cool lot that once I started seeing I think the tombstones have all decided to move. Because I know I didn't place them that way, and I've noticed this a couple times now. That's what I've been moving. I was wondering why it kept asking me to save. Yeah, the tombstones are moving. But anyways, their lot is really cool, and also it's just expensive. So I think it costs, yeah, 107. I'm gonna mess with the dollar amount that they have once I start to play. The lots themselves, if I move them, they're not going to get the value of the lot, so yeah. I'm just mentioning it because it turns out these tiny dragons, which I have decided that they raise, are expensive. They're 1,000 a pop. So yeah, they have like this giant open concept greenhouse thing, which I kind of just threw on there just because, but I ended up really liking it. And yeah, they raise teeny tiny dragons. And they're in all colors of the rainbow. They're so cute. I'm so happy about the tiny dragons. Like, look at them, they're flying. And then we got some nests over here. It's so cute. This is the cutest behavior. I'm very pleased. We have a few that are just hanging out in the nest, some like looking above it. We've got some over there. They're just being their best selves. These two are playing. I think I have some that are like bowing, but yeah, they're hanging out, living their best lives. It is so freaking cute. I can't handle it. Yeah, these two are bowing. And I tried to get all the colors, which inadvertently took for freaking ever, but I think it's worth it. Worth it in my opinion. Again, they have a kind of tiny ancestor spot, and then I don't think they have any harvestable trees. No, yeah, coconut tree, that's it. But yeah, they grow dragons, or raise dragons. I don't know. I guess they grow. So that's what we'll be working with here. I am gonna save now that I know that what the heck I've been doing. But there are quite a few lots in this area, so this is gonna be another one where people could potentially move here if there's no more space in their zone. But I will say some of these I didn't specifically, like in the Riverlands, each lot is assigned a specific, whatever they do will be in the future. These ones I didn't do that to just because I started sort of, not running out of ideas, but like I didn't want this area to have a ton of exports. Similar to the grasslands where a lot of people raise cattle. So like we had 2 Brahmin, but a lot of these are also set up to be merchants. So you can see they're 3 layers, so yeah. So I have 3 peasant lots, which this one's not occupied. And the rest are all merchants. So we're gonna have to see, because especially if I get someone who moves in from another area, they're gonna have the benefit of potentially bringing something kind of crazy and new and special. Yeah. Also, I realized about halfway through doing all this that I had 2 whales, but I've also decided that I like it, so they will be remaining. I do want to show you this one though. This one's a little bit different. I took my time on this one. This one again was built on stream, and it was very heavily inspired by a piece of CC that I remembered seeing. It wasn't installed at the time that I built it, but I went back in and added them. But it's kind of like this old ruined temple sort of thing. However, we have monkeys. There are little monkeys everywhere, and I'm so delighted by them. So the person in this family might raise and train monkeys. I don't know, but they're everywhere. And those come from Blackie's Sim Zoo. And I thought it was a little bit different. And they have dragons too, but it's just something different and a little bit unique. We have people that are gonna be taking care of coconuts or bananas, like the groves and everything, but I wanted something that looked a little bit different, kind of on the edge of things. It looks like this maybe could have been where there was a temple, since it's by both the whales and everything like that. So yeah, they have a bit of a different lot here, and I'm really happy with that. So that's essentially the tropical rainforest in a nutshell. We have finished up with their location. Like I said, the only thing that I might do is change 1 or 2 to redheads, maybe 3, I don't know. I could just roll and decide who gets to be a redhead, or just change their genetics so that they carry the red genes. So yeah, we'll see. But this is the final result. Super happy with it. I think I've said that a million times already, but I really am. So the next area we're actually going to do is not going to be this mystery one over here. We are actually going to go to one that has been semi-spoiled before, just because it's the only biome in the territory, which is tundra. As a complete aside, I realized why I was so stuck on using like the word biome and calling them biomes. I played a lot of the Zoo Tycoon games, and that's what they call their stuff, so that's where it came from. That's why I'm so stuck on saying biome. It's Zoo Tycoon's fault. I'm deleting these really quick. So as you can see, this doesn't have roads. I'm toying with this. I don't know if this is going to be... I'm going to keep those there for now because I also don't want to lose the roads. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to be how it is. I might have to have roads just because it is really challenging to then place lots where, where's the road? Where's the road? I gotta find the road. Like, I don't like that aspect of no roads. I like how it looks. And yeah, the cars help, but yeah. However, tundra. The main thing with tundra that's going to be very different. Obviously, they're going to be in an Arctic type area. So they're going to be a lot of new animal options opening up. I also have a select list of names that we can use, and they will only use those names. It was also the first one I did where I decided on specific careers. But the main thing with them is they're not going to stay in one place. The idea is they're nomadic, so they move. Obviously, I'm not going to sit and move the lots. That's not going to happen. However, I can mimic that. So they're going to be like in tents and like maybe trailers. I'm going to have to figure that out. But the point is they're in caravans. They're not staying in one place. They move around quite a bit. This is a large group. This is another one of my large ones. I think I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, tropical forest, rainforest I marked. Oh, that's why, so that was medium. So there's actually 5 areas that I consider large. This is one of them. You can see we got quite a few lots here. There will be the Jarl. There will be up to 7 peasant households and 6 merchantee households. So quite a bit, quite a lot of households. The building should be fairly easy because again, I'm going for tents, I'm going for caravans, I'm going for mobile. So it's not like we're building a lot of structures that are permanent. That said, I don't entirely know how we're gonna do that. So we're gonna have to figure that part out. If you have any thoughts, suggestions, opinions, feel free to leave those down below. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of show you where we're headed to next, and then that other unidentified biome will be the last biome. So we will, after that, we'll actually be able to play and decorate the lots and do all the fun stuff. This has mostly been the hard building. I mean, it's not hard, it's been fun, but like, this is definitely the largest chunk of work, is building everything, making the clothing recolors, creating the Sims, and plopping everybody down. Oh, and my game crashed. Perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and end this here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you liked the video, definitely give it a like, and I will see you in the next one.